Actor Terrence Howard. Actor Terrence Howard, known for being in Iron Man, right, previously. Very dope actor. I love him as an actor. In Empire, he was Lucius Lyon, right? What else did he do? It's hard out here for a pimp when you're trying to make that money for the rent, right? What was that movie, Hustle and Flow? Hustle and Flow.
Yeah, it is Hustle and Flow, yep.
He's gone viral because he did a Joe Rogan podcast interview that, in my opinion, is probably top 5 Joe Rogan episodes of all time, because he basically is exposing things that, if turn out to be real, a lot of the stuff in life is just a lie and has been a lie for a long time. And the thing is, he says it in a very convincing way.
Yeah, he's very convincing.
And on top of that, during the interview, 2 things happen. His phone randomly starts acting up, stops working while he's trying to pull something up for Joe Rogan. Then Jamie, Joe Rogan's producer, the famous Jamie, his computer stops working, right? And they're joking like, oh, is the government listening to us? What's going on, right? But then when you watch the full episode, I'm like, damn. What he's saying, it could be some government scaredness, right? I think I have the key points highlighted right here. One of them, there's 5 wild moments that happened during this that got highlighted by Mediaite.com. Companies developing virtual reality owe a thank you to Terrence Howard, right? Why? Because Terrence Howard owns a patent that all these companies, right? He owns a patent that is cited by 31 companies that developed artificial reality, virtual reality technologies, AR, VR technologies, such as Microsoft, Amazon, HP, IBM, Sony, GoPro, and amongst others. This patent is online. You can look it up, right? This was a 2010 filed patent approved. It's online by Google Patents. You can look it up, right? Terrence Howard owns the patent, right? He created this patent. So he says, legally, everything that they've done with my patent, I can go and do because you use my patent, right? You copied the stuff in my patent. So whatever Google's done with the virtual reality, whatever, off of his patent, now he can develop himself. Basically, we're looking at possibly a future billionaire, Terrence Howard. He's walking around. Once he gets his shit in order and people start believing him and actually gets people on his team and goes, this guy, if what he's saying is true, has fucking gold in his hands, right? Not even gold. What's more powerful than gold? What's that shit from fucking Wakanda? What's that shit? Vibranium. This motherfucker has vibranium.
This nigga's hilarious.
But then they're gonna say I'm saying that because, God bless. He has fucking diamonds. Howard says that he sacrificed himself for Robert Downey Jr. Robert Downey Jr. when they were on Iron Man, right? And Terrence Howard at the time was trying to get canceled because a girl was saying alleged stories of him on the store in the news. They were trying to bring him back to Iron Man, but they were trying to give him only $1 million. They were trying to cut his deal down, right? And he took a pay cut for them to bring Robert Downey Jr. back. Fast forward, Robert Downey Jr., according to Terrence Howard, has kind of ignored him and brushed him aside when he needed help, right? He didn't look out for him recently. And it's he felt slighted because, bro, I helped you out during the Iron Man shit, right? Where major actors, these companies are trying to pay cuts, etc., trying to get you on. He said, I need the help I gave you. And he didn't get it back from Robert Downey Jr. So he exposed that. No one really knew about that. He remembers being in his mother's womb. And he forced himself to remember, right? He said, I was about 6 months maybe inside of the womb. And I'm like, okay, don't forget I'm here. Don't forget I'm here. Don't forget I'm here. You go to sleep. You wake up again. Now something's moving in front of you. And you're like, oh, that's my friend. But I had a different name for it. I didn't know it was my hand. So people call him crazy because he thinks that his hand was his friend while he was inside of his mother's belly. And he remembers when he was inside of his mother's belly. Hey. He said, we're about to kill gravity. We're about to kill their god, gravity. They don't want that. They don't want that to happen, right? Because he's speaking about things that defy gravity. right? He said, I have a model with 16 vortexes in a bench pin congregation, no center attractor and no gravity whatsoever. So he's trying to prove that there's a way to align models and align things together without gravity. Technically, he's proving it on the podcast. I'm not a fucking scientist. He convinced me. He says that he lost 3 or 4 jobs when he refused to get vaccinated from the COVID vaccine as well. So people are calling Terrence Howard crazy. I think there's some truth to what he's saying. There may be more truth than I realize. I'm not an expert. I'm still waiting for Neil deGrasse Tyson, one of these famous like scientists, to debunk what he's saying. No one has genuinely debunked him properly from what I've seen online. But when the cameras start acting up, computers start glitching, phones start turning off, I think something bigger might be in our hands than we realize. Or is Terrence Howard on acid? I don't think he's on drugs. I hope not, at least, right? But I would recommend people to go watch that, go check that out. You believe it, no? No, you don't.
So here's the thing.
Wait, did you watch it fully yet? I don't think you did.
No, I did. And
Okay.
I was waiting for, because here's the thing. You're right. I'm not a scientist. I don't know. So I was waiting for other people to speak on it. Like Neil deGrasse Tyson. I kept looking up on like Twitter and Google and other stuff, like chemist perspective on this, because I saw the chemist argument he made and how things are moving through light.
Yeah.
It's not matter. That's not how matter works. It's through light. This is the issue that a lot of people don't understand with science. We prove nothing in science. There's a philosopher, his name, I had to look it up too. His name is Thomas Kuhn. He came up with this theory. He came up with this argument.
What a Kuhn.
Yeah, it's this paradigm argument that we're not, currently in our current state, there's only a few things we can prove. 2 + 2 = 4. Triangle has 3 sides. You learn this in philosophy. It's funny, me and Eric had a conversation about this before. And
Oh, he loved this interview.
oh, I bet you did. Because this is the issue. If you look into the philosophy of science and the philosophy of knowledge and truth, you realize beyond those fundamental truths of like 2 + 2 = 4, all that shit, the shit that's just undeniably true, everything else that's built on that, we can disprove it. There's a 99% chance evolution is wrong. The current theory of gravity is wrong. Anything is wrong. We build shit and we don't fully understand how it works. So your laptop, it's an estimation on why it's doing what it's doing. A lot of it is a guess.
Yeah.
And a lot of the things we build is on guesses. Kuhn argued that the paradigm shifts when new information is introduced. So if homeboy is actually right and matter doesn't work the way it does and matter is moving through a light spear, that's not improbable. We haven't proven that matter is the way it is. We have an estimation that is 99.99% right that it is, but there's still that percentage that it could be wrong. Another great example was the 2008 financial crisis. This is a huge thing we learned in economics.
Yeah.
When it happened, the head of the Fed was like, bro, I never in my life would have expected this to happen.
Yeah.
This is beyond our comprehension, because they were so in belief that their system was right.
Yeah.
New information got introduced, proved it wrong. That's why, bro, like with him, he's the professor, if you ever met them at URI, that has like 5 students in their class. They've like devoted their life to this way of thinking. It just hasn't been proven yet, so no one gives a fuck what they have to say.
Yeah.
New information could come out tomorrow and prove this nigga right. He could disprove gravity. He can disprove the argument for what currently exists in matter, and he'll literally be like propped up as a genius for it.
Because he'll be like the next Einstein or like the next
because that's how it works.
Tesla.
That's how it always works.
That's what Terrence Howard would probably be.
But he could also be entirely wrong, and that's just how science works.
Because he even was telling people, you know how like a straight line, like if you look at this lamp in front of us right here, this straight line, he said like, and you go to like molecular levels, there's no straight line. It's zigzags. Right, so he said that even that's a lie. Like the simple concept of something being straight, he's like, nothing's really straight in this world. Yeah. He's like, that's why we got to build houses with zigzags. Like build houses curved. Like there's different ways to build houses that will be safer, but we don't do that. We do straight up, like boxed. But he's like, there's no actual line, so the protection is not as much as there could be. If we do something differently, like a curved or something of a different type of shape, that's not straight lines. there's way more protection.
Yeah,
And that's been proven right by a lot of architectural designs that have been better that way as well.
Yeah.
So it's like this motherfucker is spitting facts.
Yeah,
But we got to wait and see
we have to.
because no one's debunked them. It's been like a weird silence of like, oh, he might be right.
Some people, I've also seen this. I've seen some professors say, I'm not even going to bother to argue this nonsense. Like, there's an elitism to it. That's the issue. This is why...
I'm above this black actor.
Yeah.
Oh, he got his degree from where? Oh, no, I am better.
This is why I'm against academia, because... And I'm an academic, because in academia...
And you watch Hero of Academia.
Yeah, I do. Because, yo, I'm going to tell you straight up, the elitism in academia is ridiculous. They refuse to explain things to the masses. And it's like, bro, you sound like such a fucking dickhead, and you're leaving the population misinformed. What I want to know is this: Terrence Howard's argument. If it is wrong according to academics, why is it wrong? Explain it to me. There has to be a standard as to why it's wrong. Don't give me the answer. Oh, that nigga's crazy. I'm not even gonna debate him. I'm not gonna entertain it. You sound like a fucking
it's not
ass.
good enough.
And imagine if Terrence Howard is crazy and he's wrong and it's already been disproven. You're just gonna let us all walk around be misinformed?
Yeah.
That's fucking crazy to me. Like, these niggas are dickheads, bro. That's why I don't fuck with these niggas.
So we'll see what's gonna happen with that.
They gon' love me for my ambition.